good? It is Thursday, April 1st. No fooling, though. This is the Early Edge, powered by SportsLine. We're in your feed every single day before 11 a.m. We do it all in 10 minutes or less. If it seems that I'm a little bit extra excited today, it's because I am. A little bit of housekeeping first. We were 6-2, another winning night here on the Early Edge, because that's just what we do. Now, a special Bellator MMA episode is going to be dropping in your feed at 3 Eastern this afternoon with our main guy, Ian Parker, who has been killing it on the MMA side. So turn on your notifications, follow us at YouTube so you don't miss any of our content. Now, let's bring in our cappers real quick. Now, I am very full this morning because I just had a whole big helping of crow after I got bounced last night by the Detroit Pistons. And Mikey, I had to bring you on today and give you your props, tip the cap. I lost the bet, and I can be a man to admit it, but you were on the Blazers, and the show was on the Blazers, and that's a good thing.
Yes, it was. Good morning, Coach, and I appreciate you admitting. I cannot wait to see the dog ears, as people in the chat have let me know that they're fired up to see that as well. But let's do it again.
I had people that actually thought I had dog ears in my house. Like I was just going to put them on. I have to order them from Amazon. So we'll do it all in probably a week whenever Amazon, well, I guess 2-day delivery. Maestro, what's up, man?
Good morning, Coach. You know, there are people that think it might be for fun, but I can testify that there was Venmo information exchanged just in the pre-show. So this is for real, guys.
Hell yes. We don't play. We're not here with play money. This is real stuff, real life. And when we make a bet, we pay it. And that's what we're doing today. All right, let's jump right in now. Before I get any further, CBS Sports and Westinghouse are teaming up to give away a 65-inch TV to celebrate the end of college basketball season. Go to cbssports.com/IONCBB to enter. Contest ends April 6th. That's cbssports.com/IONCBB. No purchase necessary. You have to be 18 years to play in the United States only. All right, storylines that could affect the betting lines here on the first day of the Major League season, but the NBA keeps on rolling. Mikey, the floor is yours.
Yeah, it's interesting. We have such a large Thursday slate when it's competing with opening day, but we have an unusual 7 games on the NBA slate. We're going to start with the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, I mentioned earlier in the week he could potentially return today. He's not going to return today because they're playing the Cavs. He will return later this weekend. The Detroit Pistons are on the second night of a back-to-back. Dennis Smith Jr. is upgraded to questionable. So is Wayne Ellington. Rodney Magruder also upgraded to questionable. Diallo, who played well for them last night, is questionable. So a lot going on there in their matchup against the Washington Wizards, who Bradley Beal is also questionable for them. For the Brooklyn Nets, James Harden came up with an injury last night. He is doubtful to play tonight. LaMarcus Aldridge still not cleared. Kevin Durant still out. That's a situation to keep an eye on. It wouldn't shock me if they kind of punted the game away. At this point, they're only favored by 3 at home against Charlotte tonight. For the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry is listed in, but he is on the injury report, so that's something to always monitor with him. Zion Williamson for the Pelicans. He has popped up with an injury here. He is questionable. I think that he could potentially sit in this spot, mainly because they don't want to risk it and they're playing the Orlando Magic. But again, something to keep an eye on there. For the Los Angeles Clippers, Paul George, Patrick Beverley, Serge Ibaka, Rajon Rondo, all ruled out. Marcus Morris questionable. Monty Morris out for the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are 1.5-point favorites against the Clippers.
We cannot emphasize enough when Mikey gives you these plays and these updates. They're so important, especially right now when at the part of the NBA season that we're in, they're just jockeying for position. So be careful on what you play in the NBA and listen to Mikey with all his information. Okay, it is opening day, and there's just something special, Maestro, about opening day in baseball, and I think everybody is ready for it to start again and teams playing in their home stadiums and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait. And one thing I'm going to be interested to see from a betting perspective of what happens to the totals with this new ball. There's been a lot of conflicting information. Runs are down, home runs are down. But you talk to some of the pitchers, they love the grip. But the Ringer has a really interesting story that the ball's actually flying better than it did. But if you go to SportsLine, go to our lead news article by Matt Severance. He breaks it all down, the impact with the ball and the totals. Check it out. One other thing I'm really excited about in terms of our experts, new experts on the site this year for baseball, including Matt Snyder, Jeff Hockman, the SDQL gurus are back. They crushed it last season, up almost 1,600 in the shortened season. So check it out. We're going to have a ton of baseball plays on the site.
And by the way, if you want to be a SportsLine member and you're not completely sold, I don't know what else you need to know, but use the promo code EDGE. We'll give you 30 days for free. You can read all those incredible cappers and experts that the Maestro just told you about, or should I say the Prop King just told you about, because last night my man hit 4 props, and we got more props coming. So let's get into our board right now. We're going to start with our SportsLine play of the day, and we're going right back to the NHL. Canadians sends under 6 goals. They dropped the puck at 7 Eastern tonight. This is a graded A play at SportsLine. It cashes in 58% of our simulations. The under is 8-1 in the last 9 matchups between the Canadians and the Sens. So jump on the under and get it now. All right, time for our boards. M squared, you know the drill. Give it to me.
All right, Coach, we're going to start with what might feel like an unusual wager for some of you guys out there if you're not really into betting on baseball, but I'm going to be taking first 5 inning run lines. So I'm looking at the Cleveland Indians, first 5 innings. They need to be winning by at least 1 run at the end of 5 innings here. I like this spot a lot for them. The price is only minus 130 on it here. I would play it up to minus 135-ish. You can still get it around minus 125 a few places in the market, but I love this spot for Bieber versus Boyd. Larry just mentioned the ball and how the totals will be playing this year. This game, it's 33 degrees there too. That's also going to help the pitching quite a bit, but I think it's going to help Bieber even more. I think that I don't see Detroit actually scoring on Bieber in the first 5 innings of this game. So I like this one quite a bit. I'm also going to be playing the exact same play in the New York Yankees game with Garrett Cole. I like him against Rio here. Same story. Really good pitching environment in terms of being early in the year, very cool temperatures, new baseball that's going to help. I like the Yankees here to get it done in the first 5. This one is only minus 115. I like it a lot. I think it should be closer to minus 130, minus 132. And then my third play going to be the Cincinnati Reds, minus 115 here at home against the St. Louis Cardinals. I have this one up on SportsLine as well. If you read the write-up there, I basically mentioned that this line is inflated around 20 cents, I think largely due to the offseason signing of Nolan Arenado. And it's not to discount Nolan Arenado as a player. It's just that line, it should not be affecting an opening day line like that, like it is. So I have some major concerns about Jack Flaherty and the way his strikeout rate dipped last year. Meanwhile, I love Luis Castillo, especially at home. Again, new baseball, I think, is going to help him even more in this spot. I like the Reds. I make them minus 132 as I have them winning close to 58% of simulations. I do expect this one that's minus 115 now to close at least minus 122, minus 123. So jump on it when you can.
So many different ways to bet baseball. That's why you need to watch the early edge, because a lot of people don't even realize you can do the first 5 innings, but you can. And sometimes that's a much better play if a team does not have a good bullpen or it's early in the year, like Mikey just said. By the way, if you haven't watched it yet and you're into baseball futures, we have a special Major League Baseball futures episode in your feed right now. The early edge, we taped it earlier this week with the executive, John Bowman. So go and watch it this morning before the games get going. All kinds of future bets for you there. Now, I just called him the prop king. And, I just don't like it. I think that's very simple. So I'm going to start running a contest right now here today. Bring up the Maestro and a 2-shot, jeweler. Now, I'm going to ask people who are watching right now to come up with a nickname as far as props are concerned for the Maestro. You can either leave it in our comments at YouTube, or much better, I would love for you to put it out on Twitter. I'm going to pick the winner. Whoever wins, that will be his nickname when he does props, and we're going to give you a year-long subscription to SportsLine. How about that? So, Prop King, temporarily, what do you have?
All right, let's start off in MLB. I like the Royals this year. I think they're going to be better than most people expect. I know Mikey would agree with me, being a hometown fan there. And Brad Keller, 1.02 whip last season, 2.47 ERA. They won his last 5 home starts. They actually went 16-8 in spring training, won 12 of their last 18 last season. The Rangers just not going to hit much this year. So I'm playing the Royals on opening day, minus 153. And then a couple of props. Mike mentioned Cole and Bieber, the Cy Young favorites. I'm going to go under 8.5 strikeouts for Cole because the Blue Jays don't strike out all that much. He faced him twice late last season, struck out 7 and 8. His first few starts of the season, typically he doesn't hit that double-digit strikeout. So I'm going under 8.5 on Cole, but I'm going over 8.5 on Bieber. The Tigers strike out a ton. He faced them twice last season, struck out 10 and 11. They actually he averaged over 10 strikeouts per start, and everyone saw the form he was in the last time his last start in spring training. He was dominant against the Dodgers. I think it was 9 Ks. So I'm going over on Bieber. And then one prop in the NBA. I mean, just let's keep writing it. MPJ over 25.5 points, assists, rebounds. 12 straight times he's gone over this combined mark. 12 straight times he shot at least 50%. Should be a great game tonight against the Clippers. I can't wait to watch, and we're going to try to go back to the well one more time.
I'll tell you what, he has made us a lot of money this year with that prop. By the way, I have my first submission for the nickname, Maestro, and it's P squared. Prop profit. Take it to the pay window, they said. So not bad, not bad. It might be in the running, but that's the kind of stuff that we're looking for. We need a new nickname for the Maestro when he gives out his props here on the show. Okay, we are certainly up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here we go. Here's our recap. Thank you, Jeweler. M squared, he is on today. Baseball, opening day. Cleveland first 5 run line. Make sure it's the first 5 run line, minus 130. Then New York, first 5 run line. You're giving half a run, by the way, minus 115. Those are both 110 and 105 Eastern starts. Then the Reds, minus 115 for the game. Maestro, some props here. Garrett Cole, under 8.5 strikeouts. Excuse me, at minus 118. Shane Bieber, over 8.5 strikeouts, plus 100. The Royals for the game, minus 153. Then another prop in the NBA, MPJ, our guy, Michael Porter Jr., over 25.5 combined points, assists, and rebounds. And then our SportsLine play of the day, the Canadians and the Sens go under 6 goals. We're as busy as we could ever be. Don't forget, Bellator MMA show in your feed, 3 p.m. Eastern this afternoon. Let's go get it. You have your marching orders. Let's take all these tickets straight to the pay window. For M squared, for P squared, the Maestro, the Chief, for Jeweler, I am the coach. We love doing this every single day, and it's the only place for your daily early edge. Good luck.